gentlemen, welcome to the 11th commencement exercises of Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila with the theme, Rebuilding Our Human Capital for Inclusive Growth and Development. After our graduating students' meticulous academic journey in CSTA, we are pleased to conduct this commencement exercises. The students with highest honors and special awards. Guests and CSTA faculty members. CSTA Registrar. Please welcome the CSTA officials. Professor Harold R. Lucero, Dean, School of Information Technology. Dean, School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Dr. Ronnie A. Boeing, Dean, School of Education and the Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Nerissa M. Guillermo, CSTA Executive Vice President. Ms. Maria Dolores Rojas Dolfo, CSTA President. The Board of Trustees, headed by Madam Adoracion Rojas, is joining us virtually. Together with the Vice President for Finance, Mr. Ronaldo Rojas. Vice President for Administration, Gregorio Rojas Jr. And Vice Chairman, Honorable Alfredo Rojas. The board members will also join us virtually. Ms. Maria Ana Esteban. Dr. Fredesminda Salazar. And Mr. Reynaldo Rojas. Joining us virtually is our guest speaker, Dr. Marjorie Ragojos Rola. Please remain standing for the doxology, followed by the Philippine National Anthem and CSTA hymn.
before the grand horizon. 500 years of faith, grateful today. We bear the gift of mission. Totally yours, we give ourselves, faithfully yours until the end. To your mission, Lord, we give our yes. Go where the sun rises above the hills. Share the word and serve those who are in need. Let the morning star accompany your way. Spread the fire of mission for the Lord. We stand before the grand horizon. 500 years of faith, grateful today. We bear the gift of mission. Totally yours, we give ourselves, faithfully yours until the end. To your mission, Lord, we give our yes. We are gifted to give and live our gifts. Mercy, compassion, justice, and peace. The sign the world today will come to believe is the love we have for one and all. We bear the gift of mission, mercy, compassion, justice, and peace. We stand before the grand horizon. 500 years of faith, grateful today. We bear the gift of mission. Totally yours, we give ourselves, faithfully yours until the end. To your mission, Lord, we give our yes. To your mission, Lord, to your mission, Lord, we give our yes. We give our yes.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, telas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisikin, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo pagaw.
To give her welcome remarks, please welcome Dr. Nerissa M. Guillermo, CSTA Executive Vice President.
To our honorable guest speaker, to our professional colleagues, dear faculty of the Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila, to the CSTA officers, to the CSTA Board of Trustees, both present right now and those watching us virtually, to our friends, dear graduates, dear parents, and everybody tuned in to this live stream at home, a pleasant good afternoon to all of you. Truly, it is humid where we are right now, but that humidity is enveloped by so much gladness and pride in our hearts to be celebrating the 11th commencement exercises of the Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila. We are truly blessed to be enabled to be called to this grand celebration of life and thanksgiving, of honor and hard work, of prestige and recognition, of healing and recovery, of good health and strong faith amidst all challenges, because there is hope as has been promised by the Divine Almighty. We are celebrating 500 years of Christianity in the Philippines. Isn't it but fitting that the Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila, under, of course, the blessed guidance of our patron saint, Saint Teresa of Avila, the Teresian community is truly blessed that together with this affirmation of faith, it is holding its 11th commencement exercises for class 2020-2021. As I always tell my family, professional colleagues, friends, and students, if we are to survive the pandemic globally, there is one thing that we must do to the core, and that is to always find the good in the bad. The pandemic has brought about so many changes in our lives, changes that has caused so much negativity, depression, loss of job, financial problems, poor health, of course, and we mourn those who have passed on. But we know that Filipinos that we are, we will be able to flexibly stand on our feet again. This is how we nurture our students at the Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila. The Teresians are bred to be able to overcome all of these adversities. As representative of the school in behalf of the Board of Trustees, this is a first time for all of us. Aside from the 10 commencement exercises this morning, this will be a virtual graduation for our students from the different schools in the Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila. As it is virtual, technical difficulties cannot be avoided. In relation to our team human capital, the human spirit strives on despite the problems in the technical field. But because it is live, we are beaming to you live in your very homes because we want you to be safe and to join us here as we practice IATF protocols. We ask your family members to celebrate with you in the most solemn possible way that we are celebrating it here in campus with the faculty and with the officers as well as the Board of Trustees. This is a joint celebration of both the academe and the home, of both the professional, educational world, and the very personal families that you have. Thank you for bearing with us all through these 2 years of pandemic, which we hope will soon end with the cooperation of all Filipinos. Thank you for understanding the shortcomings and difficulties, but more importantly, thank you for all the love that you continue to commit to this institution. It is by that very love that we continue to also serve you. Mula po sa mga tahanan ng Board of Trustees sa ibang bansa, mula po sa puso ni Mrs. Adoracion S. Rojas sa kanilang pamilya, mula po sa aming lahat, dito sa paaralang nagmamahal sa inyo at patuloy na nagbibigay ng serbisyo Kami po ay bumabati sa inyo ng isang magandang hapon at naway pagpalain tayong lahat ng poong may kapal. So, advance congratulations. More importantly, let's enjoy the glory of this day, which at the end of the road is truly and fitting to be returned back to the Lord Almighty. Maraming salamat po. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nerissa M. Guillermo, for your great opening remarks. The presentation of the candidates for graduation. The candidates for graduation will be presented by the following respective deans in order. Dr. Ronnie A. Bowen, Dean, School of Education. Professor Nandi M. Gaya, Dean, School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. Professor Harold R. Lucero, Dean, School of Information Technology. Together with Ms. Maria Dolores Rojas Dolfo, School President for the conferment of degrees and titles.
Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the 11 candidates for graduation for the degree Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in General Education, and 28 candidates for graduation for Bachelor of Secondary Education, majors in English, Filipino, Mathematics, and Social Science, who have satisfactorily completed the requirements for such degrees as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and by this college for your conferment.
Madam President, I have the honor to present to you the 30 candidates for graduation for the degree Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management, and 11 candidates for graduation for Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management who have satisfactorily completed the requirements for such degrees as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and by this college for your conferment.
Madam President, I have the honor to present to you 65 candidates for graduation for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology who have satisfactorily completed the requirements for such degree as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education and by this college.
By the virtue of the powers vested upon me by the Board of Trustees and by the Commission on Higher Education, I now confer unto you your respective degrees and titles with all the rights, obligations, and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Dr. Ronnie A. Bowen, Dean, School of Education, to read the names of the graduates with a degree Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in General Education, and Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Filipino, Social Science, and Mathematics.
Graduates of Bachelor of Elementary Education, major in General Education. Antiporda Maria Victoria Villa. Bautista Brian Paul Perol. Pio Criselme Pontillas. Carmona Dominic Ramos. Sally Geraldine Aguilar. Flores Ejel Cristel Marie Manlongat. Francisco Alberto Condes. Cardose Junesa Guillermo. Aliada Jacqueline Lopez. Portugal, si Lisa Hanapin. Rebese Ana Marie Nogas. Graduates of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. Buentempo Saira Brizuela. Tanaya Glinda Bato. Karingal Juvien Margaret El Nasim. Cortejos Daisy Sechico. Japa Rehan Hana Alonto. Loksin Roylan Pakpako. Sumang Leslie Ganelo. Villanueva Ana May Tanate. Graduates of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino. Beldad Evita. Borja Janmark Evidor. Del Rosario Hensi Kesing. Diaz and Nicole Vicente. Malag Aryan Castilas. Jose Emily Sia. Lagbo Richelle Ann Pates. Laguda Evangeline Cabrelos. Medina Sina Losinio. Tomampil Efren Ditan. Graduates of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics. Baltasar Michelle Ruelda. Bio Roname Limpios. Doringo Yobelito Jr. Carpina. Wabas Jerusalem Nanyo. Papa Macy Summerfield. Pedronan Mark Jellico Pancha. Graduates of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Science. Delamite Camille Joyce Jellicame. Labaco Rebecca Ann Portolaso. Lantoria Junior Eduardo Avendaño. Marasigan Mary Abigail Kaligakan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management. Almaden Kim Isabel Porio. Amigo Alfie Morrison. Angeles Jenny May Sagid. Avio Mark Joseph Macalalab. Balaoro Isabel Bautista. Bianes Alfie James Tencio. Blaza Maria Katrina Fresno. Bukanhaw Reggie Baride. Celeste Mary Joy Custodio. Coronado Mark Uriel Convento. Dakara Mark Angelo Tipit. Duplon Mark Jason Miranda. Encinas Arnold Abueva. Escuril Johan Rafael Marcelo. Hermanes Aldrin Togano. Guevara Zandrame Tejada. Hombre Joanna Rose Penolio. Juan Stephen Tibus. Luxan Richie Consas. Mendez Sheila May Ortega. Montilla Chito Tria. Moralita Anthony Francisco. Naval Charis Joy Formiento. Naz Marie Justine Viernes. Ortiga Earl Andrew Moscosa. San Jose Joseph Marjon Lucasan. Suarez Ruben Jr. Usanastre. Surigao Jovelyn Puso. Tanza Shane Denise Santos. And Janson Patrick Gilbert Indelible. Once again, the graduates of Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management. For Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, we have Bobier Christine Karen Caparas Tony Rose Reyes. Castillo Samantha Isabel Andaya. Dukay Najaline Pedigan. Genesiano Alexandria Velasco. Monsayak Angela Salve Garcia, magna cum laude. Robles Catherine Ann Dawis. Roque Gerald Hanapin. Santos Cristel Ann Figueroa. Torres Jem Alexis Agbayani. And last but not the least, Valentin Ruth Ann Vicente. Once again, the graduates of Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management.
Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Apolinario Gekalen Rendon. Ariola Raven Centeno. Aravis Rolando Librela. Ausa Christine Dayan Sakilabon. Balalitan Christian John Yi. Baredo Joseph Kent Alinyar. Bawi Merlien Bugarin. Bayangaw Brian Ian Lambunao. Belmoro Philip Emmanuel Seneta. Bendulo Sarina Esplana. Beniga Jessa Alindao. Bon Kem Cesar Calios. Kabili Mary Ann Biasong. Carillo John Mark Gianan. Castro Trisha Joy. Clemente Michael John Antonio. Colili Jair Jeus Manabat. Coralde Christian Paul Kalaykay. Torres Joseph Ray Mora. Cristobal Galiber Cribelio. Dado Ian Vic Trasona. Delgado Irene Gunabe. De Los Santos Ervin Katindig. Dinopol Jose Miguel Linaw. Duante Jennifer Ricol Colin. Ehar Joan Kabual. Epan Angelo Rivera. Ereño Edsel Kim Bagundol. Esguera Christian John Castaño. Espiritu Jason Ebias. Felizan Kiven Hilario. Frondoso Faye Bara. Gumahong Marvin Alonzo. Jabil Erlin Nemes. Kurukawa Remedios Lucero. La Chica Matthew Isaya Balinas. Lehas Eddie Joy Makamay. Lucero Jomar Enhambre. Lucero Joan Comillas. Madroño Luvilin Agabaw. Maligalig Christian Eric Aringo. Manaligod Maria Alexis Del. Maranya Michelle Labrador. Martinez Cipriano Jr. Guzman. Mendez Jaime Mago. Miral Renalyn Tumampo. Mondehar Clarice Castro. Moraña Maria Cristina Petalio. Nasol Jasper Ian Mendania. Navarro Erika Joy Pabino. Pamatian Romuel Costo. Panlaki John Lloyd Barbecho. Pawag Sherlyn Dador. Plaza Christian Galido. Polido Jenna May Fuentes. Ponce Eric Martin Inosanta. Rafael Aubrey Joshua Magnares. Ramilo Lawrence Albert Ikoy. Ramirez John Paul Esquilona. Resular Ernie Rose Cacharo. Season Daryl. Surilio Dexter Edison. Tumaliwan Franz Quebec. Villariasa John Edward Ferrer. And last but not the least, Yanson Vincent Etcobañez. Once again, the graduates of Bachelor of Science in Information Technology.
The introduction of guest speaker by Dr. Nerissa Guillermo, CSTA Executive Vice President.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, dear parents, graduates, our visitors, our distinguished faculty members, the CSTA Board of Trustees, especially those who are joining us virtually, Mrs. Adoracion Rojas and her children, to the CSTA officers, to the staff, and all fellow technicians. Isang magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Indeed, today is the day that the Lord has made, and we are very thankful that despite all the adversities these past 2 years, and even beyond the 2 years of the pandemic, we are all blessed with good health, life, and love to be able to come today to this special ceremony to engage ourselves in an occasion of gratitude to the Lord, to honor the hard work of our students, to thank the parents for the support and the endless love that they have given their children despite the limitations in finances, but more importantly, the efforts of our faculty in giving our students quality education to prepare them from school to future employment, which has tremendously changed. And that is where we are coming from when we formulated our theme, Rebuilding Our Human Capital for Inclusive Growth and Development. At the end of the road, work has stopped for a lot of companies, corporations, the labor sector, but the human spirit has tried to push against the adversities and the limitations brought about by the global pandemic. And that human spirit is our capital. It is our human capital. And we will forge on and grow and become better people because we will invest in that human spirit. And aptly, this morning, we are very grateful to the Lord for bringing to our midst somebody who is very brilliant and who is an expert in the field of human capital, human resources in particular. Our keynote speaker this morning has graduated and has finished her Doctor of Public Administration from the Manuel Luis Quezon University and her MA in Public Administration also from the MLQU. And of course, without a doubt, because she is in Human Resource Management, her base course is in Psychology. Currently, her corporate experience, in fact, I have received a resume that has made me feel small like a speck in the universe for all her achievements, for the greatness of her work and her expertise in her record. And this has inspired all of us, the SDA officers, to become one day like her, with a resume that is really very heavy and truly to be proud of. She is currently the Senior Consultant for Ascendance Asia Philippines with headquarters in Singapore. AAPH was founded with an ultimate goal of offering complete solutions in business and economic and social areas as well within the ASEAN region. They are in the business of designing, developing, and delivering appropriate human resources and organizational competencies of personnel in both the public and private sectors. She has retired from the department as a department manager of the Philippine Ports Authority Training Institute after 41 years of government service. Tunay nga po anak ng bayan at servant ng bayan, 41 years in government service. She has extensive work experience as an international trainer, course developer, and of course her international trainer involves programs in Sweden, the Maldives, Ireland, Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, and Malaysia, among others. She is a training consultant as well, and proudly, listen to this, women, she is a gender and development or the GAD consultant and trainer as well. Now this puts the gender issues into better perspective, especially in the labor force, and that is what we are needing now, equality, where everybody is a good part in a supportive core to what is happening in the labor force. Without a doubt, she has earned international awards, citations, and recognitions given by prestigious award-giving bodies. She is a fellow of the Royal Institute of Management of Singapore, a fellow and national chair, education and training for the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. She is also a fellow of the Netherlands Fellows Foundation of the Philippines Incorporated and a member of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. In all these fellowships, without a doubt, her expertise is beyond question. She has extensively engaged in project developments, quality service, national scholarships for development, in-house training programs to be able to support companies that has put their human resource department up for growth and development. She is heavily involved in policy formation. She is also a part of the Civil Service Commission Performance Management Systems Office. Her academic experience includes being a part-time faculty and facilitator of the School of Professional and Continuing Education, handling organizational development modules, executive leadership, corporate communications, organizational culture, and training and development management for the De La Salle University
College of St. Benilde in Manila. She is also a guest professor of the National Defense College for the Masters in National Security Administration. She is a part-time faculty from the Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila. And she is a part-time faculty as well of another prestigious university, especially in HRM, no? The Lyceum of the Philippines University. Another one of the prestigious universities where she is part-time faculty is the Jose Rizal University, and of course, she was an active member of the faculty of the Philippine Women's University. This morning is lacking in the number of hours compared to the record of expertise that she has with regards to human resource management and human capital building. So let me not eat up the time by reading to you her meritorious records. I will not eat up that time because I will give the floor and I will turn it over now. Please rise to give our keynote speaker, in fact, the recognition that she truly deserves for this morning. Dear graduates, you will extensively learn from her. Dear parents, this is what we need for our children. Please welcome Dr. Marjorie Ragojos Rola, FRIM, FCILT, for this morning's keynote address.
My warmest regards to the Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila officers. Mrs. Adoracion S. Rojas, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Councilor Freddy S. Rojas, Vice Chairman of the Board. Madam Maria Dolores Rojas Dolfo, School President. Dr. Nerissa M. Guillermo, Executive Vice President. Mr. Rojas, Ronaldo S. Rojas, Vice President for Finance. Mr. Gregorio S. Rojas Jr., Vice President for Administration. Dr. Ronnie S. Bone Jr., Vice President for Academic Affairs. Distinguished deans, faculty members, school staff, esteemed guests, our dear parents, and of course, the graduating class of school year 2020 and school year 2021 who are virtually present. A pleasant day to everyone. Let me first extend my gratitude to CSTA for the invitation to join you in these commencement exercises. It is an honor to share with you this momentous occasion and a great privilege to speak and bring more inspiration to this brilliant, driven, and motivated graduates of information and technology, education, hospitality management, and tourism management. Congratulations to our dear graduates for successfully harboring the college years, despite the seems to be never-ending struggles, and especially nowadays, with the immense challenge brought by the present COVID-19 pandemic. Your graduation time may be a lot different from the traditional rites, but yours is special. As what others says, is a limited edition. The peculiarities of your student journey, especially towards the end of your college life, gave you a distinct experience that you can carry on and utilize at your advantage when you finally start your employment expedition. Optimistic, goal-oriented, and innovative youth like you are what the nation's labor force needs at this time, especially in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous environment, or what we call now the VUCA environment. Education is the best gift parents can give to their children because nobody can take it away from them. Having said this, let me honor all parents and honor all teachers as well who acted as second parents to the graduates. I was invited to teach in 2000. My friends told me that if you want to become rich, don't be a teacher, right? But I believe otherwise. Being a teacher is the noblest profession. The success of our students is also our success. I might not be financially rich, but I consider my students as my wealth because I have been part of their academic journey. I would like also to honor my mother because I really wanted to inspire our graduates. There might be those who are equally situated, just like me, in my journey for my college degree. I was orphaned at the age of 11. My father died of cancer. We are 4 siblings, and I am the second. My mother, being a widow at young age, was scared and didn't know how to support us. But she is a strong-willed woman and will do anything and everything to support us. By the way, I call her a Londoner, quote unquote. Why? Lawn dito, lawn doon. She makes lawn everywhere so that he'll be able to have both ends meet for the family, especially in financing our studies. Just like you, my dear graduates, I also had my journey. Life was really very, very hard, especially in the adjustment that we have to do financially because we were used to living a comfortable life. But poverty to me should not be an excuse for not being successful, but rather it should serve as a motivation to achieve our goals and aspirations in life. I have to support my mother in her financial burden because my eldest sister got married early. In doing so, I have to seize every opportunity, burn midnight oil to become a dance lister for scholarship grant. I grabbed every opportunity, especially when I was in second year college, when my professor asked me to be the representative of my class. Would you believe? In a beauty pageant, Miss Lyceum of Apari, Cagayan. Lyceum of Apari, Cagayan was where I was enrolled for my first 2-year college. Why did I grab this opportunity, although I know I was not qualified to be a beauty queen? But because one of the prizes was a 1-year scholarship grant from our town mayor, so I grabbed it. You know what happened? With humility, I won the crown. So, I got 1-year scholarship grant, and that is to unburden my mother for my 3rd year college. For the remaining 2 years of my college life, I transferred in Manila. I enrolled at the National College of Business and Arts. I don't know if you know where the school is. I hope you know. Every semestral vacation, I'm not just like any college student that will have to rest during semestral break. I have to go home to my hometown in Apari, Cagayan to do part-time job. Part-time job, why? Because I really wanted to earn additional some more for my tuition fee. When I was in Manila, I thought that life was already good and fine. But there were challenges in the city life. There were peer pressures. You have to join them in their escapades, lest you will be out in their circle. I was influenced to drink and dine, attend parties, puff cigarettes, Philip Morris, pero hindi to advertisement, during break times in school. But every puff I made, I could see the face of my mother. With guilt feelings, I decided to focus on my studies. Again, studying really hard to get that scholarship as a dance lister for free tuition fee. My journey, this is the most important part of my journey that really motivated me to move on. Because there were even times that I have to walk from Blumentritt, Santa Cruz to Manugi subdivision in Tondo, where I was living with relatives for free. Yes, for free, because we cannot afford to pay a boarding house near the school. For free, because these relatives were the relatives that my parents helped when they needed most. They lived with us and they were our nannies. They took good care of us when we were kids. My father was a generous man. He helped send his siblings to college. And he told my mother, we have to do this because they will be the ones who can help you in the future. And true to his word, what you reap, you sow. Wow, so this is college life in Manila. While walking along the busy, dimly lighted and flooded sidewalks just to save a little penny, I cried a lot about how hard life was. I also have to content myself in school for my snacks, banana Q, cornic, and candies. And to contend with sardines and evaporated milk for my viand, for my ulam, so that I will not starve. Oh, my journey was so hard. I was thinking of giving up. But I was reminded by the theme of our commencement exercises when I was in grade 6. It says, hitch your wagon to the star. Reminiscing it, I really wanted to hitch my wagon to the star. In spite and despite of all the difficulties and challenges in my journey as a college student, I finally graduated in 1976. Oh, what a journey it has been. So we had a song in the Lyceum of the Philippines helping a cancer survival child So we have to sing this one every moment. And I have told myself, what a journey it has been. I got my first job at the Philippine Ports Authority in 1977. With a meager income of, would you believe, 341 pesos per month in 1977. My payslip, I could still vividly imagine my payslip. I helped my mother finance for my younger brother's college education. Now, he is an architect. I rose from the ranks. I've been clerk. You name it, what kind of clerk? Clerk 1, clerk 2, clerk 3, and then I was into being a secretary. All of these are from the Philippine Ports Authority. Secretary, private secretary, executive secretary. And then I was promoted into become a personnel supervisor. And that was the time that started my career in HR. And then, as a section chief of the career development of Human Resource Department, division manager, then department manager. I climbed the corporate ladder by these values, consistently maintaining a professional attitude. I'm underscoring and giving premium to the word attitude towards work. Dedication to duty, projecting a positive image to transacting business, and commitment to work for 41 long years. These were my values, and I know, graduates, you have also to hold on to your values. Attitude. Your attitude is your altitude. Once you are up there, keep your feet on the ground. There's no exchange for humility. Nurture your success in your heart and share, because knowledge not shared to me is trust. Sharing is caring, according to my friends from Ireland. And I'm doing that now. As a person, we know that we have different domains. We have our cognitive, our affective, we have the psychomotor. What is important to us as person is our affective domain, wherein we have to nurture our success so that we'll be able to manifest it in our deeds. Flex your success, but please don't brag. Because when you flex it, well, this is a millennium terminology. When you flex it, I hope that you will be inspiring people and that you will be worthy of emulation by others. My management told me that you don't need to tell us to promote you. We are all eyes on you. We know that management is also very generous in recognizing employees' contributions in attaining the goals and objectives of the organization. I was fortunate that I was given lots of opportunities, not only locally, but internationally. Human capital development is a business partnership. If management cannot afford to invest in your development, then you have to personally invest. Mind you, the return of investment, or ROI, will be great, and it will be to your advantage. That's what I did. My journey in my career was not a smooth sail. There were ups and downs, bumpy roads, turbulence, and rough seas. But then again, I believe that if a door is closed, the Lord will open several windows for us. I retired in December 30, 2018 as a department manager of the Philippine Ports Authority Training Institute, the highest position in career service in the bureaucracy. I'm a true blue public servant. I like to share a quote from Estee Lauder. You know her, the businesswoman about the perfume. And I quote, "I didn't dream for success. I work for it." So just like Estee Lauder, we have to work hard for our success, and we can do it. I am only retired from my corporate world, but not yet tired. I know I still have a mission to carry on with my passion of touching people's lives by sharing my humble beginnings and to what I am now because of human capital development opportunities. The theme of CSTA 10th and 11th commencement exercises, rebuilding our human capital for inclusive growth and development, is timely. As an educator, human resource practitioner, and advocate of human capital development, I firmly believe that human resource is the most important asset of an organization and of the nation in general. The success or failure of an organization greatly lies in its people. To maximize growth and productivity, an organization must capitalize on their labor force to optimize their efficiencies and effectiveness. If you think that training or human capital development is expensive, then try ignorance. It will be more expensive. Demoralized, unhappy, and unskilled labor force is the perfect ingredient to a company's downfall. According to Andrew Carnegie, the American steel billionaire, "Take away my factories, but leave my people, and soon we'll have a new and better factory." That is how important human capital is to him. In Europe and elsewhere, there are companies that are fully automated, but still you cannot get rid of human capital who are there to manage automation. There are a lot of factors that can contribute to achieving inclusive growth and development, but human capital contribution is the most essential of them all. The World Bank declares that human capital is the center of our global strategy for development and is closely integrated with our efforts to promote inclusive growth and build resilience across developing countries. World Bank believes that developing countries like the Philippines should strengthen their human capital to achieve sustained and inclusive economic growth. The theme is also in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, specifically UNDG number 8, which is decent work and economic growth. UNDG number 8 objective is to promote inclusive and sustainable economic growth, employment, and decent work for all. Sustained and inclusive economic growth can drive progress, create decent jobs for all, and improve living standards of a country. This pandemic, which continues to bring turmoil in our nation, it has been, I think, 1 year and 7 months now, is a wake-up call that investing in human capital, not only in medical and health fields, but also to our graduates, information and technology, in education, in hospitality, in tourism, and more, is one crucial aspect that needs to be seriously taken into consideration. Each people will help restore an ailing nation. The significance of capitalizing on education and health, which are pillars of human capital, are overly emphasized during these times. Let me just share you a bit. What are the challenges of the COVID-19? We had business hiccups or a short-term disruption. We have miss or lack communication. We have delayed payments, we have customer cash flow, and fear. This was discussed during one of our webinars under the auspices of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, which is based in London, our corporate headquarters. In the Philippines, the pandemic opened opportunities through information and technology. What do we have? We had hyper online. Almost all of us are dependent on the online services. Then we have hyper delivery. You name it, we have it. We have, oh no, I will not mention it because this might be an advertisement. And then we have hyper local. According to the Chartered Logistics and Transport, what do we mean by hyper local that was open, given as an opportunity during the pandemic? Hyperlocal, in one locality or in one subdivision, many became entrepreneurs, and they are the ones already catering for the delivery of all the needs of that locality or in that subdivision. In education, with technology during the pandemic, we were able to rebuild our human capital by providing alternatives and necessary infrastructures. Well, we have LMS, we have Zoom, and MS Teams, and all the LMS that we have. Now, we are having our virtual commencement exercises. Let me share that one of my deans challenged us baby boomers, that if we don't shape up, then we might be shipped out. There was fear amongst us. We're rebuilding the human capital and giving the right interventions. To his surprise, it was the baby boomers who had their first online class via Zoom. And these baby boomers are much more even busier today during the times of pandemic for online classes, both synchronously and asynchronously. In hospitality management and tourism management, we all know that these are the two industries that are also affected by the pandemic. But don't be frustrated, graduates. Let me flex again. Our PhD students from the Lyceum of the Philippines University PhD in International Hospitality Management. They're doing good now in their businesses. They are much busier than before. Unless I forget, Dean Nandidaya was one of my best students in this class. That's why I'm here. The tourism industry is now picking up. Therefore, it is high time to rebuild and strengthen our human capital by providing the appropriate opportunities and infrastructure to expand human capacities. The country needs to hone talents, breed competitive and innovative youth, develop dedicated and high-caliber workforce, empower the women's sector. According to Dr. Guillermo, yes, I am a true blue God advocate, and encourage patriotic and courageous citizens who will be catalysts in achieving an inclusive growth and development. An inclusive growth that offers equal opportunities for everyone. An inclusive development that leaves no one behind. And that's what we meant by equality and equity in human capital development. Today, I imagine faces of our dear graduates, the burning fire of enthusiasm in their eyes. I am optimistic, my dear graduates, that you can be bearer of change and hopes to whatever destinations you are bound to. I certainly believe that your education and experiences you have from CSTA have prepared you for whatever is in store for you in the future. A future that holds so much possibilities. Choose your opportunities intelligently and utilize your potentials efficiently. Learning never stops when you step out of college from the portals of CSTA. Life is a continuing learning experience because experiences are the best teachers that you can share. Widen your horizon. Open yourselves to all probabilities. Embrace the challenges life will throw at you and invest in enhancing your talents and capabilities. I never stop learning. You have to sharpen the saw, according to Stephen Covey in his 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. While working, I was a recipient of a national scholarship for development for my master's degree in public administration. I said earlier that human capital development is a business partnership. When my management was not able to let me pursue my doctor in public administration, I have to invest. So I was able to graduate as Doctor of Public Administration in 2000. And with humility, that very poor clerk who started in 1977, climbing the corporate ladder very hardly, was the first doctor in PPA. Since I am with the Philippine Ports Authority Training Institute, a regional training hub for the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, there is a need for us to keep abreast with the latest developments in port operations, because we cannot give what we don't have in rebuilding human capital in the ports. Just allow me very briefly to just share 8 international grants that I had to keep on learning since 1999. So as a true blue God advocate, we were there as scholars for immersion in women ports and shipping management in the Netherlands. In 2001, training of instructors on port workers development under the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. And in Australia, we had been under the regional services or transport, advanced techniques for ship, port, facility security, and then next, another year, 2016. So we never stop learning. So if you could see, my sharing is actually almost every year. Then we have, in 2013, course instructors under the German International Cooperation Agency for the course instructors workshop and the course developers workshop. In 2015, and this was my last because I was about to retire already in 2018, we underwent a modern port management port training program, high-end course for managers. And this is again under the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development. And lastly, in 2016, under Port of Antwerp, Belgium, logistics, supply chain management, and port master planning. Graduates, when you will be given opportunities, please take those opportunities, be it in your area of expertise. It would be nice if you take hold of opportunities that are not your expertise, because this is rebuilding the human capital in you so that you will know all other areas of expertise. So never stop learning. Seize every opportunity. Strike while the iron is still hot. As a brilliant, driven, and motivated graduate of the Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila, and as part of a competitive and innovative Filipino youth, I hope that you will serve as catalyst in achieving the nation's aspiration for an inclusive growth and development. Again, congratulations to all of you. I wish you all good luck, and I pray for your success in whatever ambition you all will pursue in life. Hold on to your values, my dear graduates, and make your parents and your alma mater, Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila, be proud of you. Thank you, and God bless us all.
Once again, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you to Dr. Rolla for that very inspiring keynote address for all our graduates, our parents who continue to be in the lives of their children until they make it to the professional field, and way beyond that even, celebrating hard work. It is my pride and privilege to present to you the Teresian Roster of Honors for the class of 2021. We begin with the Gregorio Rojas Senior Skills Awardees. The Gregorio Rojas Senior Skills Award is given to students who have exhibited outstanding skills in the different fields of academic interest in our college, in our school rather. We begin with the Academic Excellence Awardees. Ana Meiti Villanueva, Bachelor of Science in Education, major in English, magna cum laude. Emily S. Jose, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino, magna cum laude. Angela Salve G. Munsayak, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management, magna cum laude. Jerusalem N. Huavas, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics, cum laude. Remedios L. Kurokawa, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, cum laude. And last but certainly not the least, in our Academic Excellence awardees, we have Rachel Ann P. Lagbo, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino, cum laude. Again, these Academic Excellence awardees, of course, with their Latin honors, which allow them to get their civil service recognition as well. So congratulations to all of you, as well as to your parents, to your benefactors, to your guardians who have supported you all throughout your academic years. We now recognize the Gregorio Rojas Senior Skills Awardee, and we begin with Dexter E. Sorillo, Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Richie C. Locsan, Bachelor of Science in Hotel and Restaurant Management. Ruth Ann C. Valentin, Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our outstanding students, both in academic and in skills. Thank you very much, and we move on to the better part of it all, because we will be hearing now from our very special students who we honor this day. Thank you.
The valedictory address. Miss Ana May T. Villanueva, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. This year's highest academic achiever will deliver the message on behalf of the graduates.
To our beloved Chairman of the Board, Madam Adoracion Rojas, and other members of Board of Trustees, to our dear President, Madam Maria Dolores Rojas Dolfo, to our respective guest speaker, Dr. Marjorie Rolla, to our dedicated Executive Vice President, Dr. Nerissa Guillermo, to our supportive VPAA, Dr. Ronnie Bowing, Dean Nandi Gaya of School of Hospitality and Tourism Management, Dean Harold Lazaro of Information Technology, all faculty, staff, friends, family, and all of you graduates of class of 2021, a blessed day to all. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the students, including myself, for finally graduating. We might not be having our typical graduation this year. We might not be walking across the stage and receiving that diploma. And we might not be throwing our hats up in the air or taking pictures with family and friends. But we should still be grateful that this opportunity has been given to us. Now, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to our Dean, Dr. Ronnie Bowing, for constantly guiding us and supporting us in our academic journey. I also expressed my gratitude to all of the professors for their kind help in mastering our skills and knowledge. Thank you for molding and encouraging us. Without your support, we would not made it this far. I am also grateful for all the teachers that have been part of our internship. To Dr. Nerissa Guillermo, to Ms. Aida Cunanan, and to my critic teacher, Ms. Jeannie Abiertas. Thank you for helping, for motivating us, and for being very kind to us. Thank you to all the CSTA staff, my education family, for the memories and friendship. I also would like to thank my teleperformance family, all the TLs, managers, and to all my TP friends
for their unending support and understanding. And of course, my biggest thanks are to all of my family whom I'm dedicating this award. My parents, my grandparents, and my partner for supporting me and for always being there for me. And most of all, to our Almighty Father, whose grace has bestowed upon us. Thank you so much for being our source of everything. Before, every time I saw a graduation picture with long caption on how they are proud and thankful for their achievement, I always feel so inspired and dream that one day I would do the same. That I will make my family and all the people know me proud. Well, this is it. My heart is filled with so much emotion right now. And the majority of you probably don't know me, so let me share you a part of my story. I had a plan to continue college right after high school, but things didn't work that way. My parents could not afford me to send me to college. At first, I felt mad, but looking how hard they work for our living makes me inspired, makes me plan and move forward. I looked and tried for different jobs before landing a career in a BPO company. I have a job, I am earning, but it's always been my dream to become a teacher. I never had any other dream but to become a teacher someday. And so year 2017, I decided to enroll at Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila and took Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, while working as a call center agent. I knew that it would be a challenging one because I'll be both a full-time student and a full-time employee. Well, juggling work and school was never a joke. Maintaining scorecards at work and academic performance at school made me jaded and I could have given up. But I told myself that it shouldn't be a hindrance. Though difficult, I choose to do well in both aspects. I've changed the work-life balance tagline of the company I work with to work-study balance. I haven't had a decent sleep for the past 4 years. I struggled for 4 years to be here at this very moment. But those sacrifices I made were all worth it and fulfilling. There's really no such thing as too late as long as you have goals. My degree may have been delayed but not denied. This is because God's timing is always perfect and right. Well, listening to me now may instill into your minds that I topped all of you and that I am above among all the graduates. And some may ask, how could I when I am working full-time? Well, it's a matter of time management and a belief in a quote that if you want something, work for it. I've worked hard for this. How I've got this title was through hard work and pure passion of excellence with the grace of Almighty God. And I am proud to raise the flag of all the working students. My personal journey is a little different from most of the graduates, but what we have in common is how far we have come. Each of us had a unique experience here at CSTA. This is a combination of bad times and good times. Those times of last minute's review for the exam, which is taking tomorrow morning, sleepless nights just to be able to beat the project's deadlines, and the times of rushing and running not to be tagged as late. There are times of encouraging each other when we feel so down, and of course, the times of friendship. This school has become our home and gave us unforgettable memories of our college life. It was certainly been tough and fun at the same time. No one ever knew that this is how we would end our college experiences due to this unprecedented pandemic. It is sad to be placed in a situation where our last celebration of achievements or hardships were taken from us. But we are still lucky as we're in safety and we're able to continue our studies. And of course, we will be likely to be remembered in school history. We have a unique story to tell throughout our life about the circumstances of our senior year in college. Who would forget waking up 5 minutes before class or doing something else while on class? We survive online classes, bad Wi-Fi connections, and other challenges we faced. We might have felt lost and upset, but we have not allowed COVID-19 to stand our way to our hopes and dreams. We've done it. All our prayers and tears in silence have been paid off. And on behalf of the graduating class of 2021, I hereby extend our sincere gratitude to all of you who gave us this opportunity. I appreciate all the parents and guardians, their support all throughout our schooling lives. Thank you for letting us understand that the great inheritance we could get is education. We are forever grateful for the endless love and ongoing support and guidance. And for all the working students like me, just keep going. It may take too long and not easy, but it will be all worth it. Remember that we have different timelines and that there's always perfect timing for everything. Always remember that poverty should not hinder your dreams. My fellow graduates with whom I've shared many memories with, thank you for making my past 4 years at CSTA amazing. Though the future at this moment is very unclear, as we don't know what will happen next, though this is not how we anticipated this chapter of our lives in college end, we are ready to start a new life. We are ready to face an uncertain future with our heads held high, as we will always be embedded with what our alma mater has taught and provided us. Someday, we will be coming back to show our gratitude and respect, and we will always be a proud Teresian. Once again, congratulations and good luck, Batch 2021.
Thank you, Ms. Anime T. Villanueva. The Pledge of Loyalty by the graduates will be led by Ms. Angela Salve G. Munsaya, magna cum laude. Graduates at home, please rise.
May I request my fellow graduates to please raise your right hand and repeat after me. On this solemn occasion, I hereby pledge my abiding loyalty to my alma mater, Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila. Deeply grateful to her, I will honor my degree with utmost care and will strive hard to uphold the ideals of this learning institution with all my heart. I will do everything within my limits to live a worthy life, serving and honoring my alma mater and my country as well. So help me God.
Dr. Wendell L. Galapate, CSTA Alumna, Batch 2013, Research Coordinator, Faculty of School of International in Hospitality and Tourism Management at St. Dominic College of Asia, will lead the alumni oath taking.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Wendell L. Galapate, Alumna Representative Batch 2012. Allow me to initiate the oath-taking membership. Please rise and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I state your name, Wendell L. Galapate, incoming member of the Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila Alumni Association, do pledge to perform my duties and responsibilities to become a worthy member of the organization. I will endeavor to establish unity within the group by being participative in gaining an active role in the professional development, showing that the sense of harmonious relationship will be great help not to the members and leaders but also to my alma mater, so help me God.
The graduation song titled This Is Me from the Greatest Showman.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. You know the song. Sing with me. Oh, 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 oh. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades, reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we become. Won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. Oh, we're glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. And I know that the sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say.
On behalf of the CSTA graduates, faculty members, school administrators, and academic officials, we would like to thank our distinguished guests for gracing this momentous occasion. We are now nearing at the last part of our program. We would like to request everyone to please rise for the recessional. embark the new academic year 2021 to 2022, Colegio de Santa Teresa de Avila would like to announce officially its application for the first semester academic year 2021 to 2022. For details of our academic application, please visit the CSTA official page.
Thank you very much to Professor Caroline for hosting the morning event, the 10th and the 11th commencement exercises. Thank you very much, ma'am.